When I was young, I think I showed up to a wrestling practice expecting turnbuckles, and I was watching a lot of WWF at the time, and I had a different thought about what wrestling was. But once I showed up, it was one of those where I had a little bit of natural ability and seemed to really take to the sport. It seemed to be something that I really liked. I was good at it and been doing it for years. When I first came in 2006, it was a relatively smaller team, very good quality. I would say that we were missing out on some of the quantity, but we definitely had really, really good wrestlers with a really high standard of excellence in terms of what they wanted to accomplish. And you know, you had a really good foundation of people like Ryan and Scott Peters, and then you had Coach I. Marino and Chuck Garfalo, and so we just really had a good basis of coaching and a culture that was just really amazing. Oh wow, there's so many great memories. I mean, certainly when you start talking about some of the state titles that we've won, some of the kids that were able to qualify for district tournaments, I would say maybe, you know, even going back to a kid named Alex Dronzik, when he won his state title, that was just a really awesome memory. That was my first state champ, and I was relatively young as a coach, and to have someone that could win a state title that I knew that I had a major impact on them, and it really felt like that was a state title for him, but it was also a state title for me, and so it was pretty amazing. Well, certainly Coach I would definitely be an inspiration in terms of his longevity and just how he could sustain success for decades. But certainly even people like Ryan Peters, that really was there to explain the standard and to hold you to the Beachwood standard, which was pretty high in terms of what the expectation was, what the potential was, and so in terms of an inspiration, I would say obviously Coach I, but certainly Ryan Peters as well. I still, I use him as a sense of sustainability and longevity with coaching. I've been coaching now for about 20 years, and it seems like I've been coaching for a long time, but when I start thinking about the amount of time, energy, and sacrifice that someone like Coach I has put, and so if I ever start to feel sorry for myself, I know that there are people that have outworked me, that have done it for longer, that have done it harder, and that have done it at all levels. Never really the emphasis on the money or the accolades, but just helping out kids and this obligation of being out of district and continuing to offer yourself and push yourself and to be available. Certainly his accountability and his sacrifice to Beachwood athletics, but ultimately the wrestling program is definitely an inspiration. I was young when I came in here, and I didn't have any kids, and my life was being shaped into what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be, and having people like Coach I and Ryan Peters show me this is what coaching is, this is sort of what the expectations are, and wrestling became my life while I was here. Coaching, it was 100% dialed into it because I didn't have kids, I didn't have a lot of other distractions, and so the standard was high, the opportunity was here, and I would say that my contribution was that I gave everything I could to keep the wrestling program as relevant and as successful as I possibly could. We had pretty good success while I was here, so at least 90% of my best friends are probably people that I have wrestled with or people that I have met through wrestling. I would say, my wife and my family are things because of my opportunities to go to college and wrestle, where I've met my wife, and so the doors that have opened because of wrestling, the opportunities that have been there, the things that I do for fun, the things that I enjoy, really all aspects of my life, wrestling has helped to open up doors and provide a pathway for me. Well, one, it's you get to be a part of an awesome tradition, an awesome program, an awesome culture that has, it's a really remarkable history with people in the district that really do care about you, and a relatively self-contained small district, that you have the opportunity to be a part of something special and to really take advantage of that opportunity and to to embrace it, and you won't regret it.